curious, listening to you describing this project, which sounds absolutely wonderful. I really want to go and see it. I'm curious about time. I never have time. But I'm curious about... it strikes me that what you're describing, in a sense, is a kind of democratic, in many ways, that it's including the children, it's listening to the children, it is including their voices, they can be heard. There's a strong sense of democracy somehow in this project. And I'm just wondering if that's a sort of staple of research-based theatre. And I'm also kind of curious about whether, research, you're saying, you'll be doing research into the themes, but you'll also be doing research into the children, as it were. And if that's a necessity, do you have to research your target group or use your target group in the research if you're going to be making research-based theatre for a young audience?
That's good questions. For the democracy is something that the dramatists choose. They choose to do this, and also we choose dramatists that are at least willing to discuss during their writing, and that is because we think that the best ideas come out of fewer than one heads. I think out of the discussion, theatre is not like literature in itself. Theatre is not like music. It's not a solemnly singular expression. It's you have to deal with different expressions, and also that's why theatre is a discussion between different art forms, and all the people that work in theatre, if it's a designer, musician, a director, an actor, they all have a grip on the artistic expression in some way, and they can come in at various times in the project and various times in the process and be a strong creative force. So we're just trying to get everybody to contribute into the best artistic result. But of course, it's very important that there are different editors, different roles during the process of from starting researching until opening nights. And in the first part, which is the writing part, then it's the dramatist who sort of have the last word to say, okay, we're going to do this research in this way or that way, or I would like to do these interviews myself, but maybe this actors can do because that's good for me. Or maybe the director can do this because that's good for me. And in the same way, we do that in rehearsal process. Actors do research because it's good for them and also for me as a director. So we're trying to get the most out of everyone. And I don't think all writers do it. No writers do it in the same way. It's very specific to each individual writer.
And how do the children and their input kind of fit into all this? Are they just source material, or do they have an actual say in as a creative force?
In the project that we work on now, we haven't decided yet the role of. Oh, we know that we're going to play it for children. We know that we're going to integrate those strategies in the show. But from now until the opening night, we will do interviews and talk with children. And that's a very interesting thing, because how it's really important for the artist to go and talk to a child about time, that they understand, in the same way with grown-ups, that they understand why we have this conversation. Because otherwise it's sort of not okay. It's not ethical, okay, to just go and talk to someone and just take it just because they're a child. We really have to, we talk a lot with the kindergartens and we talk a lot with the schools so that they understand what they are participating in. And then it is natural to invite them in to the process to see and to sort of be involved during the process as well. But they are very important for us to tap into their world, for most of all. And I think that is with the research-based theatre that I've been working on, that has been important. To try to find out more about the target group than just writing on or just thinking about what we would like to present. Just try to think about what you have this theme here, and you have the target group, and you kind of want to know, okay, are they curious about this theme? You know, are they curious about this theme or not? What do they know about it? What do they think? So we, in order to get a good communication between the people that we're talking with and the theme, we kind of have to know a little bit about them.